I was raised around guns. My father had an arsenal at one point. There's not many guns that I haven't been trained on or used or shot at a firing range or something. Up until the last decade or so, I rather enjoyed going to a firing range and taking out some aggressions on a cutout. But my feelings on things regarding violence and guns and triggering, no pun intended, those sorts of aggressions in your brain have changed. My understanding of brain science, human development, psychology, sociology, history, Second Amendment, what it actually means, changes things. In 1999, my brother, at the pits of depression, was dropped off at my father's house after we hadn't heard from him for months. And his family had fallen apart, and he had lost his job, and he'd just gone down this depression rabbit hole. It was just gaunt and emaciated. He looked frail, but not sickly. He just withered away. His soul had died. I had one phone call with my brother the night before he took his own life. And the conversation was centered around Star Wars. Phantom Menace had just come out, and it was about submitting yourself to the Force. Why did Yoda disappear and Darth Vader didn't, and now Qui-Gon Jinn didn't, so what's the difference? And Obi-Wan disappeared. My brother put it in a way that really, I look back and I should have known he was saying goodbye. His monologue that night was about submitting to the Force, and when you give in on your own accord, you get to be at peace and be one with the Force. My father took my brother shooting, as was customary for our family, the next morning, and took him up on the mountain. And when they came back, my daddy put that 357 Magnum on top of the bookshelf, where he always kept it. As the day progressed, my brother got sadder and sadder and took a few phone calls and just got some information that pushed him over the line, I guess, and he just couldn't handle it anymore. He looked up at that gun, picked it up, walked around the house, and took his own life. When you talk to me about guns, you better have a goddamn better explanation than the Second Amendment.